The Beijing Winter Olympics begins at a time when China's global image has been tainted by the mishandling of the pandemic, a genocide against Uyghur Muslims, and provoking Taiwan with military threats. Now, these are just some of the accusations that have been leveled at China. But before addressing any of these issues, President Xi Jinping, in fact, is busy mixing sports with politics. As world leaders reach Beijing for the opening ceremony, the Chinese president seized the opportunity to undo simmering tensions. Just hours before the Games, Xi met with leaders of Serbia, Egypt, Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan, toasting his fellow leaders. He expressed gratitude to the governments who support him, taking a hit, in fact, at a series of diplomatic boycotts, recent boycotts by the US, Australia, Canada and New Zealand. On Friday, the Chinese leader also met with his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin. Together, the two unveiled their no-limits friendship pact. Now, this is significant because Beijing and Moscow both at the moment have been isolated by the West, mainly by the United States. Beijing has been warned against its systematic discrimination against minority communities, especially the Muslim minority community, and Moscow has been threatened against its troop build-up near the Ukrainian border. So Xi and Putin building a united front seems like quite a no-brainer, and in fact is a direct response to their common rival, that is the West. It is very clear that the Chinese leader has eliminated all opposition on the domestic front. He achieved this through internal crackdowns, and with the successful Beijing Winter Olympics, Xi is now hoping to seek affirmation on the international front. The world is turning to China and China is ready, and this is what the Chinese president said in a video address to an International Olympic Committee session. But what world is Xi Jinping talking about? Much has changed since China impressed the world with the last Olympics in 2008. The artist who designed the stadium is in exile today. The people of Hong Kong who cheered in 2008 have now become protesters since 2019. 14 years back, the world was unaware of China's Uyghur genocide, something that has now occupied the global stage. So what is the real intention of Chinese President Xi Jinping, and what message is he trying to give to the Western powers as he stands firmly with Russia? WION's executive editor PALKI UPADHYAY explains in our next report coming from the Ukrainian capital Kiev. Take a look.
As the Winter Olympics begin in Beijing, President Xi Jinping is playing a political game. He has launched a diplomatic marathon. He is meeting foreign guests and world leaders in a bid to boost his image and recruit allies. Remember, these games are being held under the shadow of the Wuhan virus and China's poor rights record. Many countries, including the US, UK, Australia and Canada, have diplomatically boycotted this event. In a bid to counter that, President Xi Jinping is meeting various foreign guests to show that China still has the support and friendship of many countries across the world. Yesterday, he met his old friend and Russian President Vladimir Putin and offered China support in the Ukraine crisis as war clouds continue to hover over Ukraine. Beijing has said that it is firmly in Moscow's corner.
WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.